real deal take on this. Stop right there. Where is she? She might be gone already. No, she is not. Uh-oh. Ladies and gentlemen, the bad girl of comedy, currently on tour with the great Cat Williams. We go back 20 plus years. It's always an honor to see her face. How are you, sis? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? You can hear me? Yeah. Come on. We hear everybody in the world and don't hear. I'm going to go out and come back. I'm going to come back. God damn it. You know, Luenell toppled over my shit. Okay, right. Ladies and gentlemen, Luenell's followers, y'all stay right there. For all Luenell's followers, you know, Luenell's a big deal. See, I would have been going live with Luenell if I knew this was going to happen. Goddamn.
Can you hear me?
Yo, first of all, yes. Okay, Luenell.
Okay, I was gonna.
Did go ahead.
I'm trying to find a way to set this up. I'm still in the bed. Good morning, everybody. I was gonna go live while I was eating breakfast, but I'd rather be on here with you because you have real good sense. And I like your platform. Hi, everybody. Yep, this is me looking like I don't know what, but that's what it is. So I noticed the subject I was discussing.
In your intro,
damn it,
you and I go back many years. We've seen tons of stuff in the comedy world. Hello, Jonathan.
Yes, hi, Jonathan.
Does this in any way, in your opinion, give people the green light to show up on stage?
Absolutely not. It didn't give it didn't have the green light when the audience member went up on stage with Steve Brown. You know, you remember when
Steve came on here earlier. Yeah. We talked about it.
There's never, but see, this is two different things. Like in the club, there's never security to protect the comedian. Security is only to protect that motherfucking box office and maybe a scuffle between the audience members. But there's no, some of the clubs are so packed, you know, Rodney, that we're literally 2 feet from anybody could reach and grab your ankle.
You're really vulnerable in a comedy club.
The entertainer. I've been bitching about security in comedy clubs for at least 10 years.
Okay.
But last night wasn't a comedy club.
But this is not that issue.
We'll talk about that one. We should talk about that one again later. But the problem is when we talk about it, there won't be no comedy club owners listening. It'll only be audience people listening.
We can fix that though. We can ask them to listen. Okay, so who's in the wrong in your opinion? The bad joke by Chris Rock or the reaction by Will Smith, Superstar?
Okay, I got to take time to answer this question, okay? First of all, people need to know that every Black person, male or female, has rage boiling under their skin about this far in. We can be set off at any moment, at any time. But when you are a person like Will Smith, who actually was going to have one of the greatest nights of his life by winning the Oscar that night, when you are a person like Will Smith, who tries to do the right thing all the time, who tries to stand up for people, do the right thing, speak the right way, not do dirty jokes, not have any cussing on his show, a show that's been in the syndication for 30 fucking years. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is on TV
Yeah.
right now. Somewhere. Usually
Somewhere.
in my house.
Yes.
On one of my TVs. And doing a movie like he did with the influential young women that he had to act with.
The Venus and Serena, yes.
Sanaya and the other young girl.
Yeah. All the young ladies that he did, yes.
Will was, you know, the gangster in me wanted to say, that's right. But the professional in me and the really, it was the wrong thing to do at the wrong time. Like if he wanted to slap Chris Rock, he could have done it backstage, we would have heard about it and not seen it. He could have done it in the men's restroom. He could have done it in the parking lot. It still would have made news, but it wouldn't be national, because now what he has done has overshadowed every other win and every other thing on a night that was one of the most racially inclusive nights at the Oscars ever. Deaf people won. Lesbians won. Asians won. Latinos won. And black people were going to win. Questlove. Yes, he
Questlove won an Oscar
for Summer of Soul.
He was announcing that Oscar when he gets slapped. Chris Rock is the most professional comedian of all time for continuing.
He sure is, because had, you know, you would expect somebody like Jim Jones or somebody like that to smack somebody down and, like they were saying in the memes, turn the whole thing into the Source Awards, because 99% of the black men, comedians, that he would have slapped them the fuck back, and it would have been a scuffle. They would have had to break him up, and the whole show would have went to hell. But Chris really took it and worked with it. He was only thrown off for a minute when he said, you know, we're going to hand out a documentary. I mean, we're going to hand out the next award is for a documentary. You know what I mean? Will was wrong. I think Jada might have even egged him on because
I've been saying it all morning.
The eye roll, and she probably looked at him like, what you gonna do, little bitch? You know, she been punking Will for quite some time.
Hey, wait. Luenell, stop right there. Remember the movie John Q? In the movie John Q's wife looking and say, John, do something. There's one person in the world that it matters when they tell you to do something. For every man has one person that can activate him on some crazy shit. And she knows who she is, and she knows how to do it.
There are many brothers laying in a grave right now because their wife, their girlfriend, or whatever wanted to retaliate against something that was done to them. You know? You just gonna let this nigga talk to me like that? You just gonna let him bully you like that? You's a punk. You know? Then they have to, you know, it was absolutely the wrong thing to do. It was terrible that it happened because it's the headline. Like, they're talking about the deaf actor, to be the first deaf actor to win the Oscar. They're talking about that. But Will and them are on the headline. Now, they had to go home and talk to their little weird kids about what happened, too. You know? Daddy slapped shit out of Chris Rock on TV. It's going to be all over TV. I did the wrong thing. Wow. Will needs to be the stand-up guy that he's tried to always be, and he needs to issue a blatant apology to everyone in the Academy, the viewers, and all that shit. And that still ain't going to undo what's been done, because now this is history.
Well, he apologized to the Academy last night. He did not apologize to Chris Rock. Should he apologize to Chris Rock?
Because the joke really wasn't that bad. But you have to be in the know to even get the joke. You have to know.
Should Chris, if you don't know she has alopecia, it's really not that bad a joke at all.
G.I. Jane came out in what, like 96, 97. It starred Demi.
The joke was dated. The joke was a
Demi Moore,
dated
who
joke.
had to shave her head. And that's what he was referring to. A lot of people under fucking 40 years old don't even know there was a movie called G.I. Jane. So it could have been.
It's a great movie.
It could have been just, they could have just, because Will laughed at first. Okay? Will laughed at first. We saw him on camera laughing. And then Jada was like, and then the camera cut away and she could have looked at him like, nigga, what you gonna do? But even though she said that, I don't think she expected him to walk on stage in front of millions of people.
But that's the thing. I think women know how to activate you, but they do not know what you're going to do.
They don't know what you're going to do. Hi, Bill.
𝐂𝐿𝐋𝐿𝐒 wife didn't know. This nigga hijacked the whole hospital. What's up, Bill? All right. So you don't think this affects us moving forward as comedians? Sure, like, you don't think this incident affects us moving forward?
I think that people need to know that comedians are dangerous. I think they need to know that us comedians could have turned left instead of right and been gangsters. I think they need to know that we really don't take no shit. The shit we talk, we don't take it. Like, I'll fight a man. D-Ray will knock a nigga out. You know, Tony Rock will fight a motherfucker. If he just slapped the fuck out of Tony Rock, it would have been a different show. Okay?
Very true.
And we're all very much on the edge. Everybody want to talk about pray for the Ukraine. They put the big thing up on the for the Ukraine. But nobody want to talk about how the Ukrainians are treating the black people over there.
Regina Hall did a joke. Everybody laughed.
I came in, I had just flown in. So I didn't get in until my friend, Ruth Carter, who did the wardrobe for Dolomite, who did the wardrobe for Coming to America. I didn't come in until Ruth was on. That's when I came in. I'm going to watch the entire thing again today. Normally it doesn't affect me. I mean, I watch it for the fashion, and I'm not that nigga. I don't get invited to the NAACP award. I don't get invited to I don't get invited to do coverage and none of that because I'm sort of like a renegade gangster type chick, and they don't fuck with me in that way.
Well, the comedians, we're on the fringe of entertainment, so it allows us to kind of stay real.
Yeah, we can say a lot of stuff that everybody's thinking. That's why people hit me. I have 25 DMs. Luenell, what you gonna say about the thing? Luenell, say something about the thing. And I'm gonna go live on my own platform when I'm eating breakfast because that's what I do. But Will, nobody. This might have been a message from God about people stop putting these niggas on pedestals. Everybody is only a human. They made in my image, but they are not me. And we're not supposed to worship or bow down to no motherfucking man.
You know what, Luenell? That's such a great point because more than anything for me, I'm disappointed in Will. Like, Will has given me an image of a guy that's better on some level. Like, everybody said, this guy snapped. I don't know if in my eyes, Will Smith had the luxury of snapping, but he's a human. He's a man.
Well, so the internet is undefeated. And they said, why didn't he go slap August Alsina? He had more than Jada's name in his mouth. You understand? So you're going to let another man come in your house. You're going to take him in. He fucks your wife multiple times, and you don't beat his ass. And then I think Jada instigated the whole shit. I really do.
Hey, at the end of the day,
and I've had friends with alopecia. I know people, and it's an embarrassing type of thing. Your hair loss. Black people are raised. Your hair is your crown and glory, and your hair. That's why we got all these women who are not happy with the naps that grew out of their head, and so they go get the Korean bitch's hair and put it on their head. They feel better about themselves, which is, I don't know. I can't really talk about hair. I bleach mine, been bleaching for 25 years. That's just because I think it's pretty. And a lot of them may just be wearing it because they think it's pretty. But if you have alopecia, the wig. Thank you.
We all love your
It's
hair.
under there. But the alopecia is a debilitating, really embarrassing situation. I've had friends with it. And I think that she looks motherfucking like a boss with her hair shaved off like that, because a lot of people hide behind their head, and some people don't have the head to be bald-headed, you know.
She looks beautiful, Luenell. Like, she looks beautiful. That's why it was such a non-joke to me. Like, if she looked crazy and you do a joke about how her hair is bald, then you're like, yo, why would you do that, dog? It's really in bad taste.
Yeah, and I
looks
think, and to
beautiful.
Chris and I have never been close, but we have associated. We got pictures. We've been to the same events and stuff like that. But I think that maybe, because men don't really give a fuck about what's going on with women a lot of times. But I think he probably didn't.
He probably didn't know. I bet money. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't know?
I found out today.
So, it's
no
a special
idea.
type of man who watches the Red Table Talk, you know what I'm saying? So maybe certain men knew and certain real men.
Well, let me ask you this now, because we won't stay here all day because you got to eat breakfast with your people.
I love you, Rodney.
Luenell, when did we as men start, you know men, when we start open hand slapping another man?
Well, I think that he got away with not going to jail because he didn't punch him. I think that he slapped him. He felt like he was slapping a bitch. Let me give him a bitch slap. But I think if he'd have punched him, it might have been a different story. And had it been, and they could have recanted, they could have done something really drastic, like, oh my God, what are we gonna do? He just slapped the guy, and now we got to give him Best Actor Oscar. That could have went all different kind of ways because they never had that situation happen before. I would hate to think they're gonna have to put plexiglass up in front of the stage at the Oscars now. But, you can get slapped anywhere. But I just think that he really shouldn't have done that, because the girls that played his daughters, he let them down. He let his kids.
Venus and Serena?
Sanaya, I cannot remember the other girl's name, but I know Sanaya Sydney. That's why I keep saying her name. The girls who spent so many months with him doing King Richard and seeing a guy that they look up to, and that they want to, have him lead by example.
But the Williams family as well, though. The Williams family, like, you represent their family now.
Yeah, but everybody was looking. So how you gonna explain that to? Explain that away. He's gonna have to do one of them good old Barbara Walters sit downs with somebody. Oprah probably done already called him.
Right. Or you know what they should do? They should have those new sports conversations where they had the two guys sit face to face and talk it out. I would like to see him and Chris do that.
No, honey. Oprah done probably already put the call in, and Oprah probably gonna get him. This is a Oprah type of interview thing here, and not Gayle King and all that shit. This is something for Oprah, because she's gonna be on, and she'll scold him in the nice way that your grandmother used to do, and all that old kind of shit. And he'll apologize and he'll cry, because Will's been doing a lot of crying lately. So I do believe he needs.
Who you think do you think he's already talked to Oprah? He talked to Oprah last night, I bet.
No, I think she's gonna give him some time to calm down, but he might have a text from her. They all know each other. That's why, as much as I would love to be at the Oscars, the Soul Train Awards, the NAACP Awards, all that stuff that don't fuck with me, I really do take solace in just being Luenell. Let me make some money. Let me make people happy. Let me do what I got to do. And when I fuck up, I get it too. But it's not a national motherfucking disaster. Last time I got drugged was when I was on that damn Jocelyn's cabaret reunion thing. And they tore me up because I told the truth. I said, this network is bullshit.
Really?
This show is bullshit. These girls are drunk when I get there. They're fighting and do all this kind of stuff. And the ratchets that love the show drug me. Now, they done had some bitches fight on there. Zeus is being sued. Jocelyn is being sued. Her boyfriend is being sued, and they have shut the whole shit down. So I know what it's like to have people, you know, turn on you and stuff when you think you're even right. But he just was not right last night. And I really wish it hadn't happened. Because now that's all the time. And for black men, this is not a good thing. Oh, they're so hot-headed, they can't control themselves.
Not a good look.
Black folks didn't just watch the Oscars. Even the racists, even the KKK people, they watched it. See what I told you about these niggers? They can't control themselves.
Last question, Luenell. Last question. Was Chris Rock in any way wrong?
No. As a comedian, you got license to talk about anybody. You're a comedian. And it might have been a little insensitive, but you can't blame him if he didn't fucking know. And yes, the world doesn't know that Jada Pinkett Smith's got alopecia. I think it was insensitive if he knew. But if he didn't know, we have license to talk about any motherfucker that we want to. It's called free speech. We can do it. Jada could be talked about too. She ain't no motherfucking angel. She'd have made her husband feel like less than a man, comparing him to Tupac several times and stuff like this. So I don't think Chris was wrong. I'm not in love with the nigga, but I don't think he was wrong. I got to ride with him on this one as a fellow comedian, because that's the club we're in. You know?
And he could have did a much deliberately mean joke.
Oh, he could have done the
that.
jugular. He could have said, like, y'all, let's hurry up and get done because August Alsina is waiting for Jada backstage. He could have done something like that. That would have warranted a bitch slap. But he didn't do that. You know, he did the obvious. They're sitting right there. She got a bright green dress on.
He did not.
These jokes are written beforehand.
That's what I've been telling people. Like, he did not improvise nothing last night.
On a teleprompter. So either he wrote it and they did it, or somebody else wrote it and they did it. Because really, it's a white reference to a white movie.
Or they got rid of a joke that was worse. They might have took out a joke that was worse.
So, you know, we'll see where this.
Because ain't no way you're not doing a G.I. Jane joke from 20 years ago without you put that joke in, be like, man, let's not mess with Will. I just bought
his book last week. It's like an Encyclopedia Britannica, but I got the book. Like I said, I'm still watching Fresh Prince. I love Will Smith. I think they got some weird shit going on up at that house.
Get the audio book.
Okay,
get the audio book. They produced the audio book like a movie. It's incredible.
Book too, you know. So I get the audio book, but I'll have the book, you know. And this don't make me love Will less. It's just watch the people that you idolize. Watch the people that you put up on the pedestal. Maybe the person that's.
Yeah, I still love Will, but he definitely disappointed
You're not alone.
last night.
You're not alone.
He's better. He's better than that to me.
The kids,
he's better than that.
The kids. This is not conflict resolution, smacking somebody. The kids. Kids watch King Richard too. Young, aspiring tennis kids from Compton. Young kids from Switzerland. Young kids from everywhere. This was a movie for the family. So that he didn't let all these families down. Yeah. This wasn't just motherfucking, you know, Rocky or some shit like that.
Wow. Thank you so much, Luenell, for jumping in with me. Thank you to your fans. My name is Rodney Perry. If you don't know me, I'm a professional comedian as well. Luenell, we go back many years.
I love you too. Why you hoarse? You been hollering all weekend?
I'm in Atlanta with all these pollen trees.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you get a chance to catch us, you know, the Cat Williams tour at some point. I don't see Atlanta on the schedule, and I don't know why that is. But LA,
I've been seeing snippets though, man. He looks really sharp right now.
He's very sharp. He's very clean. He's very sharp. He's very on it. He's very with it. He's he always stays up. I call him the wizard because he knows everything, you know. And it's a shame that they don't. I have a show this weekend, but the tour don't have a show this weekend. Because I would love to hear what he got to say about this one. But
oh my God! And you know he's gonna do it. That's what I love about what Cat is, man. He is not gonna let the day go past without doing that. And I think people get so locked in on these special sets that they don't really just keep living and keep throwing stuff up. So yeah, shouts out to the great Cat Williams.
We was
man.
all
I'm
together.
a big
we was
fan.
all coming through this together. You, me, him, Curry, Laura,
Dugard, John Austin,
Oaktown in the building. So, all right, Rodney, I'm gonna go get me something to eat, and I'm gonna go on my live. Maybe you'll see mine later, okay? Because my people be wilding.
I will. I promise I'm gonna be watching.
All right, love you.
I cannot wait. Hey, again.
All
I
right,
love you,
bye,
sis.
everybody.
Have a good day.
All right,
Wow,
bye.
Luenell came on.